At the beginning of the year, I set many ambitious goals for myself, and I'm proud to say I achieved all of them thanks to my mindset of delusion. In this video, I want to teach you how you can do the same. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Eva, and in this space we talk about how to level up and live our dream lives. We talk about things such as feminine energy, holistic wellness, and mindset, so if that sounds interesting to you, then please consider subscribing and keep watching. As always, timestamps are down below and video chapters are as follows. Let me tell you about the Eva of last year. I was about to graduate from university and start working, and I remember having these little tiny voices in the back of my head, these dreams of the life that I wanted for myself and things that I wanted to do, but I never fully leaned into it. Why? Because I was dealing with way too much fear. From the time I was a little girl, making YouTube videos was one of my passions. I would post these videos of me singing or dancing or giving advice, but then delete them. I was scared to be perceived, scared to look cringe, scared to be seen trying, or even worse, trying too hard. And I think that's what stops so many of us from going after what we truly want. We are so afraid of rejection that it stops us from applying to that job, from striking up a conversation with the girl that seems really cool, or from wearing the clothes that make us feel the most confident, even if it's different from the way that other people dress. So after having this intense back and forth with myself, having these thoughts and kind of just pushing them away, what I realized was that I was doing things to make others happy more than I was doing things to make myself happy. And I didn't want to spend another year doing that. So I decided I was no longer going to let fear control me or be a passive participant in creating my dream life. My word for this year became action. Every morning when I wake up, I look at my vision board and there's a quote that says, no matter how unrealistic it seems, it's going to happen. And once I started taking action, all of the goals that I set for myself started happening. So whether it be business goals, financial, personal development, confidence, you name it. I want to spend the rest of this video discussing how to turn these dreams into a reality, because it all starts with a seed of belief that some might even call delusion. So with that being said, let's. The first principle that I had to truly internalize is that you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. So when it comes to your desires, you must be bold. Don't think small. I want you to dream so big that someone would look at you and say, you're delusional. If you have no idea what your desires are or what you really want out of life, then I would recommend checking out some of my other videos that I will link above. But God put you on this earth for a reason. You have a purpose. So how are you going to spend your time here? What impact do you truly want to make? You have to be able to say it to yourself. I want to become a doctor. I want to start a business. I want to hit 100K on YouTube.
But oh no, Eva, that could never be me.
Why though? Why not you? Love or hate the man, one person that's got this mindset down is Kanye West.
Is there any limit to your ambition?
No.
Or any limit to what you think you can achieve?
No. Well, no. Because I think right now, if I was to quit rapping and I said I want to go to the NBA, I would be in the NBA.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Why would you think you could make it to the NBA?
Because I think I can do anything.
So how do we get to that point? We do this by overcoming our old identities and getting rid of limiting beliefs. So all of the thoughts that flood your mind and tell you why you can't do something, why it could never be you, challenge them. Ask yourself, who told me this? I could sit here and give you all of these practical steps to reach a goal, which we will get into next. But it's pointless if you don't have the right mindset as the foundation. So now let's talk about the tangible things. Once your mindset is in the right place, aim to get as many rejections as possible. It's honestly so freeing. I remember seeing this TikTok of a girl probably about a year ago who made it her goal to get as many rejections as possible. And she ended up getting so many job offers, so many new opportunities presented to her just because she started putting herself out there. The worst that can happen is that they say no. The best that can happen is that you're one step closer to your dream life. Steven Spielberg was rejected from USC's film school multiple times before making some of the most critically acclaimed films in history. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before going on to become a 6-time NBA champion. Tyra Banks was told her forehead was too big at auditions before becoming a supermodel with her own TV show. Thomas Edison was said to have failed thousands of times, before inventing the light bulb. If you lose sight of the bigger picture, what if you never go on to achieve those things? And listen, nothing motivates us like fear. In fact, I was recently listening to an episode of Diary of a CEO, and they had Andrew Huberman on the podcast. And they talk about how fear can be such a motivating factor for our goals. It probably feels very scary to take the first step. I know that's how I felt with some of my goals. It can be scary to apply to law school or to move to that new city. But you know what's even scarier? Staying stagnant. When I think about my life, 5, 10, 20 years in the future, what scares me the most, more than posting something and looking silly or putting myself out there and getting rejected, is being in the same spot, not having any growth, not reaching my full potential. That is what really scares me. I think there's some quote from the Pearl movie. It's like, I will not accept a life less than the one that I deserve, or something like that. But that's pretty much the energy here. Fun fact, my friend and I dressed up as Pearl this Halloween. Loved our costumes.
Oh, but Eva, it must be so tiring to continuously get all these rejections. What if I lose hope? How do I keep going?
Here's what you need to do. Here's what I did. Be firm on the mission, but flexible on the journey. Now, what do I mean by this? Pretty much exactly how it sounds. Once you've got it, you cannot steer away from the mission, but you should be flexible in terms of how you get there. The work is in your hands, the when is in God's. There were times throughout this past year when I would feel discouraged, when a video wouldn't perform as well as I wanted, or something of the sorts, but it never deterred me from my greater purpose, from the reason why I make these videos in the first place. And I would try to remind myself that it's better to be consistent and moving slowly than to just not move at all. So for example, if you are trying to be consistent in the gym, maybe it's your goal to have your dream body, but you are lacking the motivation to go. Having the consistency to say, okay, I'm gonna go and stay for just 10 minutes. If I go for 10 minutes and I still don't wanna be there, then I can go home, but at least I can say that I went. And more often than not, you're gonna find that once you're there for the 10 minutes, you might as well just stay a little bit longer. Oftentimes, the hardest part is just the initial start. So again, let's get a little more tangible. Putting it into practice, how do we be firm on the mission, but flexible on the journey? I would remind myself of these goals daily, constantly even. Every single day, I would look at my New Year's resolutions. I would say affirmations to myself every single morning. I am beautiful, I am confident, I can do anything that I set my mind to. I would also do visualization exercises. So in the morning and at nighttime, I would really focus on the feeling of achieving my goals. So great, now that you are taking consistent action and you have a mission, there is one more piece you need if you really want to achieve these goals. And that is the constant reminder that today's blessings were yesterday's prayers. I'm talking about gratitude. You want to know when I had the most success, regardless of how much sweat labor I actually put in. It was when I was in the states of the most gratitude. Let me make sure you understand the gravity of what I'm saying. It didn't matter if I worked 5 hours or 10 hours on a script, if I planned 2 weeks ahead or was filming the day of. What mattered most in terms of my actual success was the level of gratitude I had in my heart. And let me tell you why. You cannot be in a state of lack and gratitude at the same time. The two are essentially opposites. When we operate from a place of gratitude, we are operating with an abundance mindset, and that is going to help us create more of what we are seeking. Can you desire more for yourself, but still be thankful for what you currently have? Absolutely. Are there more places that I want to take my business and my channel? Absolutely. But do I still wake up every single day incredibly thankful for all 4,920 subscribers that believe in me and believe in this vision? Absolutely. So maybe you don't want to study for that exam coming up, but remind yourself it's a blessing that you get to study in the first place. Maybe you don't want to have the 30-minute commute to work, but it's a blessing that you have a job in the first place that gives you money and a car to get you there. Once you start looking at life through this lens, I'm telling you, success just becomes barbecue chicken from there. I love making these videos and I love saying provocative things like be delusional, because one of the biggest goals I have for this channel is to really just help people believe in themselves, like in the depth of their being, to know that they can do anything that they put their minds to. So when you combine your boldness, action, and gratitude, I promise you, you're gonna be unstoppable. If you've made it this far, I thank you so much for watching. I would absolutely love if you could like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below what your goals are for the new year. But with that being said, I thank you again for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.